Alright, so let's have everyone else roll a d20. And the question you are thinking about is, how does your character feel about the unknown? Do they attempt to rationalize it with a belief, or are they content with the mystery? But last time, on Regaining Lost Power, they had a bit of an introduction to a lizard person who revived them from getting poisoned by one of the puzzle traps, and decided that resources were low and it was probably a good idea to take a rest, even though everyone knew that problems with resting brought several negative consequences. But resources need to be refreshed, and the party decided it's worth the risk for now. And he went up to the one of the levels, second level, third level, and decided to take a rest in this safe room. And during that time, people said some words, things were exchanged, thoughts about a fallen party member, and it was a pretty nice funeral service for Ashe. And no really any place to bury her. They just kind of decided to let was she no, I was thinking, was she put in the bag of holding? But no, I don't think you just left her on one of the levels.
We could have burned her.
Dealt with smoke inhalation, but you know.
I think Cthulhu was wanting to carry like her body or come back for it or something, was what was discussed.
I think that coming back to the body was probably the best choice. So you decided to head back to the level that you had just discovered and do a little bit more exploration. There you found a lot of rotting and just slightly alive shrubbery, grasses and ferns and different plants. You discern that they are the kind of plants that are in the jungle of Chult. They are the ones that attract various dangerous kinds of insects. And in here there was a sprinkler that wasn't quite working, and so you repaired it. And you also found another one of those vine creatures that had the key for a spine. And so you took that creature on, as well as another one of those Death Knight-like creatures that royally fucked up the party. And so thankfully you did take a long rest and get a lot of resources back. Who'd have seen the other timeline that had you not taken a long rest before? So once you defeated him and gathered the spine, that was the key, you decided to just kind of like explore two different parts of this place. So Loki, Sheila, and Cahoon went further on with Soch's new zombie friend and discovered a control room with various knobs and levers, and Delta, Hissera, and Soch went back to kind of discover a bit more about the area that you were in. And Soch found out that you could squeeze past these rooms and get on the outside of these large pentagonal rooms, and he was doing a bit of exploring. Had some intrusive thoughts about jumping into the water, but decided not to last minute. And then back in the control room, a couple buttons were pressed and knobs were dialed, and that's when the three of the people in the room heard a voice in their heads. A mysterious voice that they had never heard before. And that's where we ended last time. And with this question, we'll start with Soch. How does your character feel about the unknown? Do they attempt to rationalize it with a belief, or are they content with the mystery?
Well, Soch is, he is a very intelligent lizard folk. So he likes to rationalize as much as he can, but he understands that there's some things that you just don't have an answer for, and it's really just a waste of energy to be thinking too hard about things that just aren't worth it. I mean, there are bigger fish to fry and eat. So that's kind of how he is. He's like, oh, that's interesting. And he'll try and think about it like maybe for like 5 minutes, and then he'll be like, well, I'm just gonna leave that as is, and I'm gonna not worry about that. So that's how Soch is.
Oh, wait, I saw the numbers wrong. Should have been Sheila first, but Sheila, you're up next.
Well, Sheila is just willing to just, let everybody believe whatever they want, and she thinks it's all beautiful. And she's just always happy to see the way things turn out. She's got patience because she does think things mostly turn out for the better. But when it comes to the beyond, she trusts that it will all make sense someday.
All right. Next is Cahoon. If available. Then it would
Still
be...
here from on the phone.
Okay. Then it would be Ashe.
I feel like there are different answers to this depending on how you define unknown. I think largely she has her goddess and her faith, and the rest she just kind of tries to move forward in a positive manner, I guess you could say. Like, heal and fix and be what positive influence she can on the world.
All right. Loki.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
That is part of the unknown.
Well, but I know, I can figure out about anything. So, like, for instance, like, I was walking, heading through the woods one day, and the whole ground started shaking. And I don't mean just, like, everything was shaking. And, I thought about it a minute and figured out exactly what it was. One of the turtles sneezed. So, I'm trying to think of something that's unknown to me, and I'm not quite sure. What you mean?
What about aliens?
You mean people I've never seen before?
No, like, like beings that come from space, and they like kidnap people, and they like probe them and stuff, and then they'll like take cows and Supposedly they're like,
What Vikings?
That doesn't sound like the unknown. It sounds like you know a lot about that.
there are theories, but I don't believe that aliens exist. I think we're it. There's the different realms, but what does Loki think about those things?
Well, I know that there are different dimensions and stuff. Yeah, and some people can travel between them. Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, I consider that to be unknown. Yeah. Is there an answer for why there are different realms?
Well, there just are.
Magic.
I mean, just the way things are. It's just I don't understand. Things are just the way that they are, and that's the way that it's meant to be. It's no great mystery to me. It's just there.
It is. It just is.
Okay.
What does Loki think of the voice in his head that just happened?
Sorry, was there something in Discord I was supposed to have read? I'm not voice.
No, we ended last session with the voice in your head.
Yeah, he reminded us of it just now.
Yeah, but what did it say?
He said, "Hello, what you doing?"
I forgot.
I don't know.
That's unknown.
Well, I don't like it.
Okay. All right.
It's undoubtedly some sorcerers playing a trick.
Okay. Rationalize. Good to know. Okay, so I don't know if Cahoon is back, but we can get his answer to the question when he gets here. So let's get you to the right page. All right, so in the control room, Cahoon, Sheila, and Loki, a knob was turned and a voice was heard in your heads. And then, just between two of these pentagonal rooms, Hysera, Ashe, and Soch see that there is water surrounding these cog-like rooms, and inside of the water are these small glowing points of light that are moving around very slowly.
Soch was wanting to try and use shape water. Yes, shape water to try and get one of the glowy things onto land.
You attempt to do so, and you can see that your water grasping is enveloping these points of light, but when you pull it towards you, the light doesn't follow.
Like it stays in place, so like I'm picking up water.
Like, you see them moving around off in the distance, like wherever the water is, but when you go and like grab it, it's like trying to get an eggshell out of a bunch of whites. just like slips between your water fingers.
Is this water? This is water, right? Or is this like Jello or what?
Well, you know that casting shape water would require water. So this must be water.
I can't get the glowy things. Okay. And I couldn't shape water to get the boats to come to me.
Well, you go and do that, but when it pulls the boat towards you, you can tell that the boats are on a line connected to the dock.
Yeah, like they're tied up.
I'm just gonna yell up to Ashe. Be like, "Hey, Ashe, I'm not able to get these glowy things. You got any advice or a fishing pole or bait or anything?" They're like, they slip right through my water pulling.
Yeah, I don't think we sold our fishing gear, so I should still have a set in here somewhere. Because we had some when we crossed the ocean. So I would dig that out and hand it to Soch.
Grab it. Fishing thing. Soch will begrudgingly pull out some of the meat that he got from Sheila had handed him.
Yeah.
And he will use just a small piece, like that big, like the size of a quarter, on the hook that Ashe handed him, and he's gonna try and fish. Let me know what I need to roll.
I can't see where everybody is. Are you in the north?
We're still here. You guys went to the control room.
Oh, okay. You're still in the middle of the map?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But
All right.
what do I need to roll for fishing?
So you're trying to catch a ball of light or trying to catch a fish that's swimming around? Sheila, are you,
Fish.
Sheila, are you joining them? Do you get tired of the control room?
Well, I didn't know what. Yeah, the control room. I didn't know what was happening up there. I don't know what's going on up there. I thought everything was down here. I don't know where I'm supposed to be.
The groups were separated. The three
Oh,
of
we
you
were
were up
separated.
there. And
Okay. All right. I will
listening to
just
a
stay in my
voice.
separated group there. I
Oh,
thought maybe I'd
well.
missed some travel time. Sorry.
No.
We started
Okay,
right
I
when we
was
left
right.
off.
All right. Thank you. Sorry.
So you're trying to catch a fish, yes?
Yeah. Because the dog wanted a snack, so we gotta get him a snack that's alive, that's light.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I thought the glowy things are maybe fish, but maybe they're not. And so if I can catch a fish and realize, okay, I caught fish, it not glow. Okay, well, great. Anyways, what do I need to roll?
If you're trying to fish, roll animal handling.
That's a 20, a dirty 20.
Wow.
I'm so good at animals and handling.
Well, you throw your line in and plops in the water. How long do you want to wait for something to snag? Like, are you impatient, or are you gonna just sit here and be a fisherman and wait for as long as it takes?
Soch will wait. I'm gonna say probably 10 minutes, just to see if, because I imagine that there's probably not a lot of creatures the food supply is probably not big in these waters. So I think 10 minutes should give a good indication of like if he gets a bite or what happens to the meat. If something happens to the meat, like maybe this is water, but it's also acid or something. So yeah, he'll wait 10 minutes to fish to try and catch something. Pull the reel up after 10 minutes to see if there's anything.
Okay, I was seeing what your patience level was. So you're sitting there and casting, and Ashe and his Sarah just kind of watch from the adjoining pentagonal room. Ashe, was there anything you wanted to do after you gave Soch the line?
I will point out that there is more area down here. Walk on the other side.
Not particularly. I'm trying to remember if there was some other reason that I stayed here.
Dragons.
Yeah, we were talking about dragons.
Mm,
Black dragons.
that's right, and we cleaned the floor.
And we fixed the sprinkler, I thought.
Yeah, you mended the sprinkler.
Mm-hmm.
Was there water? Did we get the water to work, or?
Nope, no water came out. It looked rusted, and you cleaned the rust off. Okay, so Ashe and his Sarah just kind of like patiently wait as Soch just gets himself in, ready for some crawdad fishing. And
Good tonight. Get some fresh meat.
has his line in and just waiting. And you wait for a couple of minutes, and you see the little points of light moving around in the water. It's all very still. This water isn't really moving around much. And
shit.
occasionally there'll be like a little ripple that hits the gear below you, but it's not really any kind of movement. And as you're waiting there, as you're sitting there, you kind of like get a little frustrated that nothing's biting. Those balls of light aren't even coming close to your line. It's just like somehow avoiding all of it. And suddenly you feel a super heavy tug on the line. And so heavy that I want you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, not Jesus. Who do I worship?
The equivalent of.
The equivalent of. Fucking.
What the Schultz?
Yeah, what the Schultz? Oh, God. Strength, you say? Strength, just a straight strength?
Saving throw.
Or save? 10.
Okay.
I got a -1 in strength.
Okay. Well, I also want you to make a wisdom check.
Just a straight wisdom.
Yes.
18.
Okay.
Better.
You know that whatever is pulling on it will pull you under if you hold on. So you either lose the rod or go into the water.
I am going to not go into the water. I am
Okay.
going to lose the rod.
Okay.
I'm going to try and pull, but clearly I failed. And when I start to get like, I feel like I'm gonna fall in that water, I'm going to let go and just jump back.
It's not even a continuous pull, it's just a huge jut. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have time to think about if this is gonna work or not. You just have to make a split-second decision. And so you decide to let go and, like, immediately the rod goes in the water with a very small splash and disappears from sight.
Well, shit. Ashe, I'm afraid I done lost your pull. There's something big in these waters, and I'm not going in that waters.
Probably a wise idea.
Yeah, I don't know how good a swimmer you are. I'm really good at swimming, but there's a whole thing about like staying in, avoiding still waters, because that like still waters has a lot of parasites and amoebas, and they like, you know, you could get real sick. Still waters, and there's something big in there. Could be a big giant water bear. I'm not dealing with that.
Like a tardigrade or a bear in the water?
You tell me. I've seen both.
One way to find
I've
out.
seen. Tardigrade. This is a fucking water bear. That'd be horrifying.
Yeah.
An actual water bear that's like the size of a bear.
Oh my god,
nightmarish.
that would be horrifying.
Or a
Yeah.
tardigrade. Yeah, really? Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, like a water bear.
A tardigrade, yeah, yeah. Oh God.
But it's the size of a bear, like a
Ah.
black bear.
With a little buzzsaw mouth.
Not to be confused with a washing bear, which is just a bear that looks like a little bandit.
Or a drop bear.
Washes his food. Oh, a drop bear. Yeah, there's so many kinds of bears, and they're all dangerous.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna try and through this way if I can. Is there possible for me to get to the other side?
Yeah, you can squeeze by. You move past here and just shimmy on past.
Do I see anything cool? Is that a path?
Yeah, you can see that there is an opening, a small pathway here.
Oh yeah, sure. There's a path right up on there. Can I go to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're not there.
Well, the voice of Ashe as she goes AFK. So
Doesn't look like I can get through.
you shimmy around. I want you to make either athletics or acrobatics check, as it's pretty difficult to get around. These walls are very smooth, and then the gears are like very careful to like sidestep around.
I'm gonna use 5 of my luck to boost that 10 to a 15.
Okay. So you go around and your foot kind of slips a little bit, but you manage to get your footing just right, and you make your way to this opening here.
Can I get in?
You can look inside just barely, but it would be... You'd have to be a size smaller to be able to squeeze in here.
A size smaller, you say? I have it prepped. I do! I'm gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on myself. I'm gonna cast Reduce, not Enlarge, but
First enlarge and then reduce.
yes, I don't know if it matters as a higher cast, but I'm gonna cast it as a level 4 spell.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna do level 3, sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, you get one size smaller, and you're now size small, so you are able to find that you can squeeze into here.
What is it?
And this room... You can see it. There is thick green gas that billows out of skull-shaped nozzles set into the walls of this cramped room. A rotting corpse, clad in studded leather armor, lies on the floor, mouth open and hands grasping at its throat.
That where the gas is coming from?
Wrapped around one of its arms is a yellow band. The gas is coming from these skull-shaped nozzles.
I like to hold my breath for 15 minutes.
Okay. You planning on spending 15 minutes?
Obviously, I'm gonna make my new character avoid the death that killed my last character.
Yeah.
So I just saw, because he's gonna see that gasps as he pokes his head in. It's just, and I'm gonna like to try and investigate that body.
Sure.
Loot whatever I can, or if there's a trap I can disarm, or investigation.
Okay, yeah, roll investigation.
16.
Okay. So you're examining this room, and you find that you could probably plug up these holes and prevent gas from entering with just bundles of cloth. You also find on the corpse, I mean, it looks like hand to, hands grasping at the throat, mouth open, like obviously he suffocated, in this trapped room. And the person wore some very nice studded leather armor. They have a long sword that is sheathed, and it looks like it has a hilt that is in the shape of a dragon.
Okay. Does he have any cloth? Or would the plant matter that I took potentially work to plug up these holes?
You also find a Dungeoneer's pack next to the body. If you wanted to shred that, you could put it in the holes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So this...
I don't know if Ashe can hear me, but before I went into the room, I would have yelled, like, I'm going into the other room! There's a guy, there's, like, gas or something, I'm gonna check it out! Don't worry, I'm good!
Alright,
Ooh,
so...
a crowbar! I take all of it. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So it has all that inside of it.
It has rations!
Rations that have been inside a poisoned room for who knows how long. And then also inside the bag is a small coin pouch.
How much money? Well, I'll deal with that later. I'll just take the bag. I'll put stuff in my bag, in my barrel, and because I don't have a backpack, I've got a barrel.
Oh, right.
And I have no cloth. And I'll start ripping up the bag to stuff these holes.
Okay, yeah. You start stuffing up the holes, and after a short time, the gas clears and the holes are now plugged. You are able to breathe once more.
All right. Cool. I still got like a good 5 minutes left, I imagine, but I will poke my head out from here as this spell lasts for an hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, a minute.
A minute. Okay, I'll have to cast it again to get out. So I'm just gonna try and call for Ashe and Hysera so I can hand them stuff because I'm tiny. I'm like, hey Ashe, can you come help me? I need some help. I've got a big heavy thing here.
So I have to try and fit through that. Was that right?
You're able to squeeze past here.
Okay.
Just a medium-sized person can squeeze. But if you do make your way around, you're gonna have to make it either an acrobatics or an athletics.
You don't need to come in here, but I'll hand you stuff. Get to here.
I need to come over there.
Yeah, if you can get to here.
I'll do athletics then.
Why do you need to hand it over?
Well, because I'm tiny. And I gotta hand her stuff. Because I
Right,
won't be able to take.
but your bag changes form too, right? Your barrel?
The barrel changes form.
Well, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get through. To reduce, all your clothes would fall off.
Oh yeah, that's true. But isn't the stuff heavy? Like you said he had a sword and some armor and.
Oh, you're taking all of it. Okay.
I want to take all of it. I want to take everything. I want to take the body if it looks edible.
It was poisoned.
That hasn't stopped me before. Why would it stop me now? That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as is said in the Lizard Folk Village. Roll Tide.
Yeah, all the stuff that you have would shrink with you. You don't have to have this handoff. You can just
So even
squeeze.
if I pick up the body?
Oh, you're. So you said all this stuff, not the dead
Okay,
person as well.
Everything. Everything that I can remove from this room, I would like to try and remove
Oh
from
my
this
gosh.
room.
Okay. Yes, it would reduce since they're considered objects. The bones are objects, not creatures.
But there's good marrow in those bones. All right. Cool. I'll take all the things. So I guess I wouldn't hand Ashe the stuff until I get out, but I'm just gonna put as much as I can in my barrel. So the crowbar, the hammer, the pittons, the torches, the tinderbox, today's rations, water skin, the 50 feet of rope, and the sword. You said there was a long sword.
Yes.
So a long sword, and then his armor, which was leather armor,
Studded leather.
studded leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
And then there was a bracelet,
Yeah, an armband.
armband. It was gold,
It was yellow.
yellow, not gold. Painted yellow?
It was made of yellow material. I don't know, dyed yellow, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take all of that, and I will take the bones, and as much as I can, and then I will come back through. Was there anything else in the room?
Nope, that was
Like,
it.
it was just the body and the gas, and I stopped the gas. Cool. All right, let me shrink again. Ooh. Okay, I'll just use it as a second level. Use spell. Get back on through.
Back on through to the other side.
Go. Oh no, what is that? What is that?
Oh, you see something?
What is that?
Through the crack,
You guys?
you just like barely see this person as you're like peering through. This person is just like walking on top of the water, and they have their backs to you, so you aren't able to see their face. But they seem to be just like walking around on top of the water until they disappear out of sight.
I knew I should have prepped water walk. I'm just gonna at Ash. There's a guy on the other side that's just walking around on the water like some biblical being or something. I don't know if it's a bad guy or what. We're not the only things in this area. Also, I found a bunch of stuff, and there was a dead guy in that room that was full of gas, but I stopped the gas. But there was like a bunch of cool stuff. You guys want stuff? I guess maybe we should go and regroup, maybe, or you want to explore more?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, do you want to explore more, or go back to the group?
Maybe we should check in on them and see what's going on.
Yeah, all right. Do we need to roll another thing to get through?
Soch does, yes. Every time you go from solid ground to one of these gears, you either make an acrobatics or an athletics check.
I'm gonna use some luck for that. Let's see here. I'm gonna burn 8 luck to make that a 15.
Okay. You take a step out, just like something slippery. There's some water on this gear, and you just slipped out a foot, but caught it with your other foot and just like eased back onto the gear, and you make your way to the spot you were.
Woo. If I can. Here we are. I'll show Ash the stuff that I got. The sword, and the yellow band,
Them bones.
them bones. I'm giving them a sniff and an examination, seeing if I can gnaw on them. If they're edible. And I believe the group's over there, so it's go that way.
You're nodding on the bones, you said?
No, I'm like examining them to
Now
see
that
if
you
it's
asked.
safe. I'm just saying to see if it's safe to eat. Like, just looking at it, seeing like, okay, how long was this in the poison room?
Okay, roll a medicine or investigation.
Okay. 19 for medicine.
You're looking around, and these bones look like they've been decaying for a long time. Whatever was in here didn't get eaten. Like, the meat didn't get picked off the bones. It just rotted for so long. And you can also tell that there is a layer of poison on the bones, so they will have to be thoroughly cleaned before eating.
Oh man. Well, I'll bring them back over. Actually, when we get over here to this little crack, I'm gonna throw the bones in this water.
Okay.
Just be like, no, not edible.
Okay. So you make your way back to the party, and as you step in, say the party's inside, getting close to all this, the three others are in here just kind of like staring. This is the first time you actually see this control panel up close. I will remind you what it looks like. A 4-foot high, 7-foot wide iron lectern in the middle of this rusty iron-plated room is topped by a slanted control panel. Set into the control panel are a gold lever with a star-shaped handle, 2 dials in red and blue, and 2 buttons of the same colors. Wall engravings behind the control panel show 5 groups of circles with a small crystal embedded in the wall under each one. The crystal under the configuration labeled 3 glows bright. 3 6-inch diameter rusty iron pipes jut from the wall above the engravings. And this is what it looks like.
Is the party doing anything as like Soch, Ashe enter the room?
You walk in and you can kind of see they're just looking at the control panel and each other, not really saying anything. And as you get close to this room, you hear a voice enter your head as well. Oh, hi! More of you, I see.
Loki, you had some ideas on this, didn't you? When we first came in here.
I did?
Yeah. You said it had to do with them gear things out there, you know, we came through and there were them gears. And you said that that was the pattern we were looking at, was the gears. And in order to make
those 3 platforms out there are geared together. And then by using these controls, you somehow
turn things
get
around
those
so you can
turn, and you'll see that there are little on the wall there. You can see where each of the penta,
Pentagonal?
they all have a break in them somewhere, so like you could travel from one to another on it. You need to line up a path to go to a particular place.
right.
Where would we want to turn them to?
It
And
looks
what
like-
pattern would we want to emulate?
Yeah, the pattern that's lit up right now is the one in the center there, with the green light on. Is that right? That's where we are right now.
Right. Is
Okay.
that green light on the center? It's still on the center one, right?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't asking you.
I
What do I know?
believe something happened and it switched.
That's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah, so I just described it as under 3, but I believe that Cahoon turned the dial once to the left, and the one under 3 stopped being green, and the one under 2 lit up green.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds right.
But that's the only change.
He moved the blue switch to the left.
Right.
And then did we pull the handle?
I don't
Nope.
think so.
You took the red dial and you put it to the right first. Nothing happened, and then you turned it to the left, and then you heard this voice.
What you doing? Right?
Yeah. Hi. Is this everyone? Or you got more joining you?
Who's talking? What is the what?
Oh, they speak. Grand.
I don't much like your tone. Whatever you is.
Oh, that's too bad. I can't
He
really
kinda
change my
sounds like
tone.
that. He sounds like that floating skull head we had before.
Floating skull head? What?
Who are you?
Oh, you know.
Why are you talking to us?
Well, you just, you started the conversation. I'm just, continuing it.
What? Who started what conversation?
Oh, your friends. They started the conversation and I said hello.
What was the conversation? How'd that start?
Well, they just, they opened the line, as it were, and so I said hello.
So what
To
are we
ask what they were
supposed to do?
doing. And they didn't respond, and I was feeling like they were ignoring me.
Oh, well, that's awful rude.
I know,
They're
right?
probably just a little confused because they didn't expect you.
Well, you're the ones that opened the line. Why wouldn't you expect me if you opened it?
I mean, it's not like there's an instruction manual.
Is there?
This is the things that you should know. Don't touch things if you don't know what it does.
You know what? That's fair advice. That's fair. Did everyone hear that? Dude, you hear that, Sheila? That's sound advice.
So are you here to tell us what it does?
Well, no, because you're supposed to already know what it does.
So what is your role in all of this then?
My role? What do you mean?
What is your purpose?
Why does it open the line to you? What is the point of that?
Well, I thought you were sent by Gora. You're not sent by Gora, right? If you were sent by Gora, you'd know what you were doing. But you're not.
Oh,
Well,
who's...
we
Go ahead. I
go
won't get in trouble.
kind of in a hurry. We got the short version.
Yeah, Gora wasn't able to, there wasn't time for him to fill us in on everything. So, yeah, he gave us some written instructions, but they got lost.
That doesn't sound like Gora.
Well, that's what happened.
Who are you people? What you doing?
Who are you? You got a name?
Yeah, I'm Gully-Roll.
How do you spell
Jelly
that?
roll.
Jelly Roll? The famous country singer? Oh!
The name's Gully-Roll.
A gorilla?
Gully-Roll.
Leroy?
Leroy?
Leroy.
Leroy Jenkins?
Gully-Roy.
The Leroy.
What's your names?
Well, howdy, I'm Sheila.
Oh, I knew it. You're not with Gora. You wouldn't have names if you were with Gora.
Then why'd you ask us what our names were?
Because
Maybe
it
we
was
just
a
made them
test.
up. Ah, well,
And
here's
you,
the test. Maybe we just made them up.
well, if you would have known, I see your ploy. You're just having some japes, aren't ya?
James? What is this guy from the 50s?
I don't like tapes. I mean, it's really hard to get rid of the seeds.
True.
No
true.
capes.
No japes. So if you're not with Gora, what you doing?
We don't really know. We told you
Oh.
that already.
Well,
Wait, hold on. Do you know where Gora is?
upstairs.
What floor?
Well, I don't think I should be telling you this. If you're not with Gora,
Well, no, but we gotta find Gora, right? Like that's Gora's the person to find.
you would have seen him when you went in. You can't miss him.
Look, I was brought here against my will. I did not have a chance to meet Gora. You guys see Gora?
That depends on if Gora wants you to see him.
How do you get on Gora's good side? Be seen. Like, how do you get on the schedule?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should actually be talking to y'all.
I mean, you must be like really bored, right? Like, how long has it been since somebody talked to you?
Oh, it's just been like a couple days.
Who was the last person that talked to you?
Oh, just one of Gora's minions. You know, they're going around. Somebody's in this place messing up the temple.
They're
And
going around.
inspiration for that.
This is why you gotta find Gora. Because he's going around.
Going around finding yeah, there's someone going around and messing up the temple. I don't know what's up, but this place has been full of activity within the past few days.
Yeah,
I was told to watch out for those people, whoever they are.
Whoever they are, they're definitely not us.
Oh,
We
really?
we should help you with that. What should we watch out for?
Well, I mean, you're not with Gora, so I really shouldn't tell you.
Can I roll a history to see if like if Soch even knew of Gora, or if there's like a person name that he saw in this temple?
Yeah, you can roll history, and everyone who is attempting to persuade this voice, I mean, roll persuasion. Soch, you have no idea who this person is.
Persuasion. -1.
Sheila and Soch?
Oh,
Yeah.
for persuasion.
See if I can remember who this was.
No, persuasion
me
is
see.
try and convince this person that
Oh,
you're on
sure.
the up and up.
Absolutely. We are totally on
course
the up
we
and up,
are.
sir.
You know, that was a 3. It just got brought down to a 2. So it's not that bad. It's not great, but
Whew. Me and Loki, I guess that's funny that we got both on that.
Okay.
Rula,
Well, if you really want to see him, I suggest go up a couple floors and maybe you'll see him walking around.
what's a good spot that Gora likes to go to? Like, like, is there a break room or like a, office space? Like a dean's hall?
Well, there is the break room. Oh, but that one was broken. There is the Gora's office. Oh, but that was also broken. A lot of places have been broken in the past few days. I don't know what's up with these people, just like tearing up this temple as if they own the place.
Right. I hear you.
Oh man, you should get some security.
Yeah, we could be security if you want. We just as security.
No. You, I don't think would be any kind of secure person. I don't even think you're with these people.
Well, maybe I would be the best security then. At least I could be like a management position. I am educated.
I highly doubt that.
I have completed 1 year of school. I'm currently on summer break, but I'll go back and finish. Just need to, get a part-time job. So maybe we could, if you give us help in how to play it, we could help with this place. Make sure those people don't come in here and break your area.
Oh, I am totally insecure of my area.
You're insecure?
I'm totally secure.
Oh, secure. Well,
did you have something else to say? You keep the line open, so I think you would want to talk about something, right?
what's your favorite color?
Soch can tell you about not dinosaurs. Dragons.
Probably about dinosaurs too.
My favorite dinosaur is the Helveticosaurus.
My favorite dinosaur is the thesaurus.
That's a good one. That's the best dinosaur.
There are many names, but that's my favorite.
Well, this here, what if we don't go up and talk to this fella? So what? We've been working on moving down so long. What if we don't go up and talk to this fella? What happens then?
Okay, I can't make you do anything.
Hey, this guy's all right.
I can make you listen to my voice some more until you close the line.
Can we just leave the line on forever?
What you thinking about? How was your day?
So are you just wasting our time? Is that your job?
I have no job. I'm just hanging out here, waiting for Gora to talk to me.
What kind of things are you waiting for Gora to
Is that
tell
not
you?
your job?
Nope. Gora just talks to me about whatever he wants.
What do you talk about?
I've kind of run out of ideas. I'm just waiting for you to either continue the conversation or close the line.
Well, folks, I
Knock,
think we
knock.
can just close the line. I don't think we're getting anywhere with this fella.
Who's there?
I don't think we want to close the line. This guy's pretty great to talk to. I sure do like this
Wait,
delivery.
no. Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
No, you gotta answer the first one. I opened the door and there was a banana there.
Knock, knock.
Come on. Why you gotta... You have to finish the first one.
I'm not done. But you're supposed to say who's there.
But you're supposed to say bananas who's there.
Knock, knock.
Yes, we got to that part already.
And you said who's there, and I said banana.
Yeah, and I said banana who, and you didn't respond.
And I said knock knock.
And then I asked banana who.
Well, you gotta answer the door when you don't know yet.
I don't know if I should be talking to you guys.
Knock, knock.
So gonna whisper to Loki. Maybe we should start pressing some buttons while they're going on with it. Just got him distracted.
Soch, from the hallway behind you, you hear the sound of bubbles emerging from the water.
Oh. I hear something from the water?
You hear
Bubble.
bubbles come up from the water.
Oh.
Bubbles. I guess I'll go see what it is.
Just like a bloop, bloop, bloop.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
What's going on with Alpine?
What? What do you mean?
Nothing.
I'd been hearing that through my headset that was sitting right next to me for the longest time. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I thought maybe someone was trying to impersonate me.
Oh, no. Apparently my voice sounds different.
Just apparently.
Apparently.
Second puberty.
Not on purpose. Just, it's magic.
What do you mean I've always sounded like this? Okay. Bubbles. There's bubbles. Do I see anything?
Bubbles.
You look down and you see just like one or two more bubbles on the surface and pop, and then it's all gone.
Okay, that was weird. I think that fishing pole tried coming back. So we gonna start pressing these blue and green buttons or what?
I
I
told
think
you
we
not to
should.
press things that you don't want what they do.
We do know what they do. They move these here rooms around so we can find chambers that are otherwise not accessible.
How did you know that?
Well, because oh, for goodness
It's
sake.
rather obvious.
How stupid do you think people usually are?
Well,
You don't think we come from Gorin? Obviously, we know the lay of this land. You know we're not strangers here.
That does make sense, I guess.
So wait, what's the light on? What color light is on what number?
It's on
Two.
the number. It's in,
Two?
yeah.
And it's a green light?
Yes.
And how did we get to there? Was that like that when we got here or what? You guys do something?
It was. Yeah, we moved it so we could open up one of the chambers.
Which one did you move? Did you move the blue one or the green one?
Heck if I know. I don't remember.
I toggled the blue one to the left. I toggled the blue one to the left, and then it went back to the middle, and then I tried putting the red to the right.
I don't see red, I only see green.
Are you
I
totally
love
right?
red. Is there a different red one?
Dials?
There's a green button, and then there's a blue button, and then
There-
there's a
no.
blue dial, and there's a green dial.
Only red
you-
and blue.
Colorblind?
What is
That's what
that?
I asked.
Where are you seeing
Are
this
you
at?
role-playing as Soch being colorblind, or?
It's up for you to know.
No, I really.
Okay.
This is important to the player.
Oh yeah, yes. Soch is colorblind. You can't see red.
okay. You're an artist, so really hope
That
you
would
weren't
really
colorblind.
suck.
I've been accused of colorblindness. I know a thing or two about it.
I don't know why the voice changer makes you have such more of an accent.
Really? That sounds
Yeah.
alright? That sound
Yeah.
more southern?
Yeah, you got a little bit of twang.
Oh, good. That's what I'm trying for.
Okay, well, it's working.
You were just listening to Vern Smith talk. You're talking like Vern Smith.
Am I?
Yeah.
Why, thanks, Maul.
That's awful kind words. It's either that or if I talk in my normal voice, I sound like a drag queen, apparently.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, girl! You slay them beasts! You got this! Work it, queen! Okay, so, anyways, we got the blue dial, we got the green dial that you guys claim is grid. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 5th layer. 5th level. And I think we probably want to have that green dot light up on the 5th, right? Also, if you look at these symbols, we've got the symbol that has a line and then 2 dots underneath it. And that central hexagon, pentagon.
I mean, that's where we came in, right?
But that looks like a boat, maybe. Maybe it's like a symbol for the boat. Because the little wavy lines at the top in the center pentagon, well, that's kind of where that gas room was that I found.
Mm-hmm.
And it was full of gas, and I plugged the holes. Poisonous gas.
So then if we want to get to the others, we need it to be in the number 1 configuration.
Oh yeah, that looks.
To get into that 3rd room. Because
yeah.
this is the shape of the rooms. But then we would all have to be in the plant room. And somebody has to run the controls.
But it sure seems that way. That somebody needs to stay here and man the controls. And then the other people go into the other rooms to make it work. But it also, these stars are kind of where the control rooms are. And what if there's a control room on each of these levels? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
I don't think they're levels, I think they're just configurations.
Yeah, I think they're just
That's
the
what I
orientation of the platforms.
Okay, who has like message or whatever the other
oh, or sending?
Yeah.
I mean, out of character. I think I said this last time too, that Aja had some items that could do that. She had some sending stones and earring message of earring message thing.
Okay, so we just need to leave a person here with one of the sending stones.
Yeah.
So that we can be able to communicate back and forth.
Yeah, and Cthulhu has a sending stone. I think it was either Loki or Sheila who had the other.
I don't believe I've ever had one.
And it must be Sheila.
Whoever took it off of Aja's body has it.
Yeah.
Well,
then
I
it
think that's probably Sheila. Sheila, do you think you have the sending stone that Aja used to have? Yeah, Sheila's got it.
Okay.
So I can still hear you. Do you want me to send some of Gora's minions to escort you out?
No. How do we end the line? How do we be done talking to you? You honestly were great. How do we? Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna have to keep talking to you if you're not gonna end the line.
How do we end the line?
Hang up! I yell, hang up. I yell, end transmission.
Just kidding. I'm still here.
No.
You guys should all go back to the middle room. I'll stay here and make it switch.
Okay, let's do it.
Right. Oh, just so you know, this. I mean, you were here to hear it, but the guy's name is Glirl.
Okay.
That's my name.
Yeah, my
Keep
zombie.
saying it.
Glirl?
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Bye.
Zero.
Oh wait, hold on. Glirl, you want to hear a joke?
Oh,
Not really.
It's a real good one. I thought of it during a fight.
Not from you.
What do you call me and you, auntie?
Whatever your name is.
No, you call him an asshole. And I leave the room.
I don't get it. And as you walk out, you just hear, I don't.
So, I don't.
And then Cahoon would hear the rest, since he stayed in the room. But everyone else is leaving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the right dial and turn it to the left.
Well, you have to make sure we're in the other room first.
I understand.
Oh, we're going to the center room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you turn it to the left.
Yes.
Yep. And nothing seemed to happen.
Okay, I'm gonna hold the blue and the red to the left.
The dials?
Yes.
Okay. Then the light goes to 1.
Pull the lever.
Wanted.
Everyone is back in the middle room.
Yeah.
I will pull the lever.
No, I don't see Sheila or Loki. Oh, there they are.
There. Okay.
Lower the lever, Gronk.
Okay. You
Hey, isn't this
pull
where
the
we
lever
were?
down and it clicks into place, and you, Cahoon, start to hear a liquid coming from the far wall, from the pipes, and a green sludgy slime begins to pour into the room.
Okay. Is it just like literally like just gushing out, or like a?
Yeah, you can tell that it will get to about an inch in a few seconds.
Okay. And that's with the handle pulled down, or it's back to where it was?
It's clicked into place down.
Okay. I will push both of the buttons at the top. Or do
Okay.
I'll push. I'll try to push the stick up.
You attempt to move it back to the original spot, but it feels stuck.
Okay, then I'll push both of the buttons.
Okay, I want you to make... actually, no saves for this. As the slime reaches you, you take 8 psychic damage. As it just hits you, and immediately in your head, just like this burst of pain happens. And then you push the blue button, and you feel a rumble, as well as the rest of the party, just like shaking as if there's an earthquake. And the other party can see the room that they're in rotate clockwise. And then Cahoon, from behind you, a door slams shut.
Typical.
And you hear a voice in your head saying, "Ooh, you shouldn't have done that."
Uh-oh.
As the entire, all of these giant cogs and gears move to accommodate the configuration of one. And I will take a moment to adjust as needed. And then I believe that's. Wait. No, okay. So. Oh my gosh. I'm having a hard time here. That's there. That's open. This is open. That's open. Okay, I believe it is set correctly.
Okay. And the ooze is still coming out of the pipe.
Yep.
That's cute. Does the star go back?
Nope, it's still in the down position.
Okay. Well, I pushed both the blue and the red. Does that matter?
You don't know. You pushed
Okay.
them at the same time, so either events could have happened.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Where is the light right now?
The what? Oh, the light. It is under 1.
Okay. Then. I guess I'll push the red button again.
Alright, you press it and nothing happens.
Okay, I'll push the blue button again.
You take 5 more psychic as you continue to be enveloped in this slime.
Okay.
You push the blue button and nothing happens.
Okay. Then I will, I guess, click the blue nozzle to the right.
Okay.
The dial.
The light goes to 2.
And I'll click the red light dial to the right one.
You click the red dial and the voice in your head says, "Okay, well."
Oh, that's how you end the line.
Okay. And the light doesn't move.
It was on 2, so it stays in its place.
Okay. What?
make another 4 psychic damage as the slime is now 3 inches up.
I will stand on top of the command console.
Sure, yeah. The console is 4 feet high. So it'll take
Okay.
quite a bit of time to get there.
It's like the slime holding me down.
No,
Okay.
you get onto the console.
Okay. I will push the red button.
Okay, you push it, nothing happens.
And it's on 2.
It's on 2.
Um. Can I rotate the blue nozzle to the right one more time?
Yep, it's on 3.
Can I put the red nozzle to the right once?
To the right. Yeah. Nothing happens.
I see. So the red nozzle to the red dial to the left.
You switch it to the left again?
Yeah. Well, it goes to the left and then it comes back to the middle, yeah?
Whenever it isn't being held, it will be upright.
Yeah. So I will click the red dial to the left once.
Okay. You hear in your head, "Oh, hi again.
Okay.
What you doing?"
What happens if I push the red button now?
You push it and nothing happens.
Okay. Then in my head to the thing, I will say, how does this work?
If you don't know how something works, you shouldn't be pushing it.
Well, I'm asking you to tell me.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. You should know already.
I'll make you go away again.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Can I pull the handle down?
The handle is already down. The gold.
Okay, can I push it up?
It feels stuck.
Can I push harder?
Yeah. Roll an athletics.
Just straight?
Yeah, athletics.
Beautiful.
You push up but are unable to move it.
Okay.
If you want, you can use inspiration on that roll.
Do you have inspiration to use?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Finally.
Okay.
I clicked that like 15 seconds ago. Wasn't doing it.
So you attempt to pull it up, actually from below because you're standing on the console. You attempt to pull it back up to its starting position, and you pull so hard you break the lever off, and
Uh-oh.
the liquid, the slime, stops pouring from the pipes in the wall.
Success. Okay.
I did it.
It's still in the down position though, but it's just broken?
Yep.
Or
You have a golden lever with a star at the end of it.
cool. I assume that the other people are just kind of. You can go back to them now.
Okay. Now that you are no longer in danger. Okay, so the rest of the group, you move to the center room. And when the cogs rotated in place and you felt that rumble, they stopped at the position they're at now. To the north, there is an opening to a small room that is empty, and to the east, there is a pathway leading to another cog you haven't seen. And in the center of that room, the sprinkler that was mended starts to spray water everywhere, and filling the whole room.
And it's poison.
No, it's not poison.
Oh,
Yay!
acid.
Fix the plants.
So the sprinkler's working. Is it doing anything else? Like plants growing, or just making a big muddy mess?
It's just getting things a little wet. It's not like flooding anything.
There has to be more to this sprinkler than just it being a sprinkler.
Is there a drain, or is it going to fill up the room eventually?
It.
I mean,
Think about that.
There are openings. There are 2 openings in the room
Okay.
where it just will flow into the cog water.
does this area look like the area that I went to?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I already took care of that area. New area though. Hey, there's that guy.
Hmm?
Ashe, you see that? Look at that fool walking on the water.
Yeah, so as you are making your way to this next cog, you can see through the crack in the pathway that there is a person that is just walking on the water. And as Soch, you make an exclamation, the person looks at you. And this person is a very thin, hooded, robed figure. They look like they have some tools in their hands, as if they are attempting to repair something. And on their face, instead of a face, you see a mask. The same mask that everyone except Soch has seen many times in this dungeon already.
Look at weird mask on. What's he about? Can I holler at him?
I mean, last time we saw people with these masks on, they were just kind of ignored us for the most part, right?
I think they were workers. You know what? I bet you anything, them's the people this guy was talking about. Like, if we put one of them masks on and went in there, he'd think we were, one of them, that we were legit.
So I would like to yell at him. But like, oh, what are you about? What are you doing? You fixing something?
It just stares at you as you walk back. It seems like whatever it was doing has stopped happening. So it's just standing there watching.
Maybe he don't know English. Or common.
I want to look into
common.
this
Nobody
room
knows English.
before anybody goes into it.
Sure. All right. So this next room, this pentagonal room, there is, as you get close to entering it, you smell an acidic stench, and it just kind of fills the pentagonal chamber, which has 2 exits like the ones you've seen before. The walls are covered with riveted sheets of iron and the pockmarked. Oh wait, no, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm reading the wrong one. That is the one with the slime on the floor that you got rid of. This one. You see 5 teak wardrobes that stand against the ironclad walls of this chamber, each with a door bearing a carved image or scene. Puddles of gray slime cover parts of the floor. The room has 2 exits, including an adamantine portcullis blocking the passage to the north.
Wow, we just know that it's adamantine?
Yeah, it looks.
Or does it say it? It says adamantine.
I think
like
it's like a brand
engraved on
name that
each
they
one.
put on things, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adamantine.
made in
For all your
Schultz.
fencing needs. Yeah.
Set into a metal plate above the portcullis is a row of 5 red crystals shaped like drops of blood. So up here.
Red crystals shaped like drops of blood.
This room smells of acid.
It does not. That was a different room.
Oh.
I
What
was
does this
reading-
room smell like?
It smells like old wood.
Like butt.
That was like a hot pork body on a hot summer day. Oh, old wood. I was gonna say it, Alex, and I didn't.
So you were in this room. There is the opening to the southwest and to the north.
What are these?
They are the teak wardrobes.
And I open it.
Each has a image carved into it or scene.
What's the scene of this one?
The scene of that one is this scene depicts twisted, screaming humanoid faces wrapped in chains, and that's it. I guess that's it.
What's the one I'm close to look like?
When you're close to is ghouls gnawing on bones.
Oh, lovely.
So we have 10 to go.
And what was that first one?
Twisted, screaming humanoid faces wrapped in chains.
Human face is screaming.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and look at this other one.
That one. Looks like a battle or war clashing against armies.
Human armies, or you can tell
Humanoid armies, yeah.
humanoid, but not necessarily human.
No.
Okay.
What was this one?
That was the ghouls gnawing bones.
Okay. Wolves.
Ghouls gnawing on bones.
Oh, I don't know how to spell.
down here, farthest to the right?
That has a grinning hag with a swaddled humanoid infant in her arms.
A hag with babe. And grinning.
Grinning hag with baby.
Well, of course she's grinning. Babes are tasty.
She's got dessert.
Delicious.
Hey, baby.
Baby. Hey, baby. 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 And this one.
The final one has the face of an ornate clock.
Ornate clock.
That's important. That's not like the others. I mean, this one's not like the
One of
others.
these things is not like the...
Yeah, exactly. The others seem to have like a story about them, but this one's just a clock. Is it a real clock, or is it like just carved face of a clock?
Yeah, it's just depicting a scene carved into it.
But it's just a clock.
Yep.
What's the time on it?
There are no hands, just a face.
Is it got the full 12 hours?
Yeah. Actually, it's got 24 hours.
It's a big clock.
The numbers are very tight together.
No hands. Clock. So, human faces screaming in chains, ghouls gnawing on bones, wars, just two armies clashing against each other, and then a grinning hag with a baby and clock.
Yes, sir.
What? I'm gonna try and open the clock if I can. If it's a dresser or a wardrobe,
Sure.
I'll open.
You open it.
Oh,
Huh?
wait. I was supposed to be the smart one. I would like to search for traps.
You go to open it, second guess yourself, and then roll investigation.
15.
You don't see any kind of trap mechanical in this spot.
Do I trust that? Or do I feel like I need a second opinion? I don't want to have to keep using so many of my
You wouldn't trust
spells.
yourself?
I guess I would trust myself if I didn't find anything, so I will open.
Okay. So you open up. Do you do both cupboards, or you just do one?
Probably just one cupboard.
Okay.
One, it's like a door.
Yeah, it's like
Think
a
so?
opens that way.
Yes, I would open one. I'm
Yeah.
gonna open the right one.
Okay, so you open it, and just about when it gets like a couple inches open, the other side bursts open, and out falls, just face planting, a very small individual, a goblin, just face plants on the stone floor and looks up at you. It's like, "Ah!"
I pounce. I like to attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Great. Full. Soch's pupils go like full black, dilated. His hunting instinct has kicked in as there's fresh prey. And I will do my Let's see. Fanged Maw is a natural weapon when you use to make an unarmed strikes. If you hit with it, you deal piercing damage equal to 1d6. I'm going to do my bitey bite. Bitey bite.
You have advantage because it's prone.
Excellent. Great. Bitey bite.
Yeah, that hits.
Great. So that's 5 piercing, and then 8 damage. 8 extra damage.
Dang.
And I believe...
Where do you bite it?
Ooh, I am definitely, like, biting it in, I'm going for the neck, for sure.
Okay. So you bite it at the neck and just, like, clamp down on it, and its hands go for its throat, like,
I would...
just, okay, bye. And it dies.
Great.
Oh,
I was
And-
gonna say my bonus action would be to do the Hungry Jaws, but it died. So
So you,
so much for information.
once the creature dies and its blood spills onto the floor, you hear a very light click coming from the north, and as you look towards the north, you can see that the first of the 5 red lights has lit up.
he just died, and he said, "Okay, bye." That was his final last word.
I mean, you didn't really give him a chance to talk, so
That's true. I did not. Soch is eating up, I guess. Like food, fresh meat. I assume everybody saw that, so you know what's in the cupboards potentially.
Do you think they're all the same?
Oh, I forgot my though. If there's more, get them. Stock up.
Stock up.
Yeah. Yeah, stock up on some meat. Fresh meat.
Hmm.
No. Okay, bye. What? Just amazing last words. Okay.
it didn't have any first words.
No, it was its first words and its last. Does it have a name tag? Or does Soch have to deal with any armor or metal or anything?
It did have leather armor. It was clad in leather, but it I guess had a very crude scimitar, but that was it.
I just toss those aside.
Okay, who wants to do something in here?
Is the one by me the clock one? Or
Yes.
do I have these backwards? Okay. Do I see anything like nearby or on the floor or on the top of the dressers that could be like the clock hands?
There is gray slime on the floor. the door to the north, or the doorway to the north, with the portcullis, and the 5 red lights. One is glowing red, and then the 5 wardrobes.
I'm gonna examine that portcullis.
Okay, yeah.
So nothing that could be clock hands.
Nope. What are you looking for, Loki?
I'm just checking out how it's put together. Does it look like it moves up? I would assume it raises. Does that appear to be how it would work?
It would be a fair assumption.
Looks like I'm not gonna cut or break it in any way. I grab it and try to lift it.
Okay. Make a strength check.
I'm fairly strong.
Okay. Well, you do have 1 point of exhaustion because you used your Dust of Celerity.
Okay.
So it would be the 24 instead of the 25.
Oh no.
Yeah. You pull with all your might, and it doesn't seem to open.
Yeah, I didn't think so. This isn't gonna open, guys, unless we can unlock the mechanism that isn't visible. So, I like to put yum bones.
While they're figuring out that room, Cahoon, are you gonna attempt anything?
No, I'm gonna chill for just a little bit until I hear back from them.
Oh, right. Somebody should probably give him a call.
You're too busy eating the goblin.
No one's opened one of these yet, right?
I have. Soch opened the clock, and then a goblin popped out, and Soch immediately pounced and attacked
Right.
and is eating.
Goblin came out of the clock, and then there was nothing else in there.
I haven't looked.
Oh.
Too busy eating goblin.
I'm too busy. I can't be bothered.
It was the clock one that it came out of?
Yeah.
Oh.
I opened the door, it fell out. I pounced, and I'm just got its little body in my mouth, and I'm just vigorously shaking my head.
Let's change the font color to something else. Oh, or that. That's just to indicate that it's been opened.
Museum cream face between 2 armies at war. Clock. The clock was a goblin. Alright, well,
Oh, bite.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I'm gonna open the yum bones one.
I'm surprised Soch didn't open that one.
And that clock. That's where goblins are. Everybody knows this.
Clock rhymes with sock, so therefore that's Soch's clock wardrobe.
That's that
okay.
wardrobe was for me.
So Loki, you're opening the wardrobe up here?
Yep.
Okay. And you open it up, and just when you start to open it just slightly, it bursts open, and 3 beast-like creatures pounce out of it.
Okay, bye.
Dun, 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 dun.
And we will roll for initiative.
Okay.
No, that was right. Oh, that's
Select myself.
wrong. Sorry. Where the hell did my...
Oops.
I'm having a hard time.
Aha, I did it
My
right.
character won't open. There, finally.
Hmm.
Well, actually, I should get disadvantage. And, oh, right, initiative.
Is it helps if I am on the pointer tool and not the drawing one?
Okay. So most of you have seen these types of creatures before. Up on the upper level, I believe you faced one at least. And so you have seen these creatures like come from one of those warbling masses. And they look intent to kill. So Sheila, you were up first.
Yes. I've got Eldritch Blast always ready. And I'm trying to, do I get two of these?
Yes.
Okay. Eldritch Blast that kitty cat. Oh, which one? I will, gonna be this one right here in front of Loki.
Okay. That hits.
And 1, 2. Oh, that hits, okay. And then the other one is... I should have had it up on the other one. There it is.
Yep.
Okay. There's the damage. Oh, not very much damage. But do I do extra? Where's the thing? Agonizing Blast. Add your charisma modifier to the damage it deals. Charisma modifier is still 4. So that's 8 and 5.
Okay, great. You blast it.
Blasty, blasty. After I blast it, I will. I think I'm fine where I'm at. I'll be fine. They come and get me, but hold it off.
All right, Soch.
Yeah. I will look like animals?
These look like panthers, but all shadow-like.
I guess I will ice snipe them. Ice knife. One creature within range. They should be within 60 feet. Yes, I'll get that one. This is spell using so the cold damage increases by 1d6 for each spot level. I'll just do this first level. Pew. Oh.
Do you have
Let's take the
advantage?
first roll. I don't have advantage.
Okay.
So it's a 12.
The
try
12
and
does
hit.
not hit it.
Yep. Yep. Okay. I will.
Well, what's the explodey damage? Okay.
It's like 3 cold. That's exploding, right?
Yes. They both get showered by crystals.
Special attack with your bite. If the attack hits, it deals its normal damage, and you gain 3 hit points. Can I do Hungry Jaws? Or is that paired with an attack? It says, in battle, you can throw yourself into a vicious feeding frenzy. As a bonus action, you can make a special attack with your bite. If the attack hits, it deals its normal damage. I guess that implies that,
You have to get close, but yes.
yeah, I can move 30 feet. Yeah, I can get close. I'll get to here, and I will bite this one. Hungry Jaws. That. Make a special attack with my bite. Bitey bite. 12 to hit. Oh, but
Does not.
advantage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bitey bite. 16.
That does hit.
Great. So that's 3 piercing plus the extra bite of 8. This, if the attack hits, it deals its normal damage. So the 3 piercing. And I gain temporary hit points equal to my Constitution modifier. So I get healing. But apparently I don't need healing. So,
No, it's-
but it's temporary hit points.
Yeah, they're temporary hit points, so you just
Yeah.
adds onto the top.
And it was con, so I get 4. Sweet. And it took 3 damage.
All right. I
That's it.
think that's everything. Loki, you're up.
Oh, okay. There we go. Well, there's one that's real close to me, so do I want to waste a giant's might? Yes, I will waste a giant's might. Okay, so I've got giant's might on. Okay, so that's a bonus action. So I won't have disadvantage now. And I will scimitar. Well, that's a hit.
I believe so, yeah.
That's a crit. I know crits don't mean shit, but
Wow. Those ones.
That's rough.
Okay. You slash it up. What would you like to do next?
my other.
You have to roll to hit,
Oh,
and you have advantage.
I have advantage.
You are flanking, yes.
Oh, okay.
$28 hits.
Good thing I had advantage.
And you slice it up again. It is still standing though.
Yeah, I'll die. Okay, that's it.
Ashe. This creature looks like it's barely hanging on.
I am. Is that an action? Assuming that there will be more things to kill in the other dressers, Ashe is going to go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians. And you said 15 feet? Yeah, 15 feet. Oh, thank you. I was just trying to remember how to do that. And then, oh, Loki is massive. She will move over here. Let's see. I uses one of these slots. And then I don't think that there's that's an action. Yeah, so I think that's her turn.
Okay. So it is this top creature's turn. It will get struck by some of the Spirit Guardian energy and move to attack Ashe. What is Ashe's AC?
17.
Okay. It slashes at you, and do you have a shield?
Yes.
Okay, it hits your shield both times. You're able to deflect its attacks. Next up is Hysera.
Sarah.
She will come into the room and shoot at the one attacking Ashe with Eldritch Blast. Both of those hit. For 22. And it is blasted back 10 feet to here. No, here. That is her turn. This one gets blasted by the radiant damage and it dies. This one gets blasted by the radiant damage as well, but it's still up. It will move to attack Ashe. One attack manages to get in. You take 8 piercing as it bites down on your leg. And make a con saving throw to maintain concentration.
Man, why did we let Cahoon stay behind?
Right?
You succeed. Sheila.
Okay. I'm gonna slap that other guy with an Eldritch Blast right there. And blast him away. Whoop. Roll 1. Either of those hit?
No.
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 Um,
No.
I want you to roll a d20 though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. You do manage to hit Loki for 5 force.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. You were in the way.
For 5.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Whoops.
Anything else?
Nope.
Sock.
You will enter here, and I will attack this one.
You would be standing on the wardrobe, so you can't fit in that space.
Oh no! Where was I? I was right here, right?
Yes.
I could get to.
He could move to here or to here. and
Where is
have-
Loki? And hit the square.
He's in these two squares.
Okay. I guess I'll stand here. I will attack. I attack with a thing, a weapon. I have a staff. No, bite. Ow. I'll just staff it for seasons and just attack. Just hit it. So it's a 17 and a 17.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Excellent. So that's 2 bludgeoning. And then it deals an extra 3 seasonal damage, which is spring. So radiant. So 3 radiant on it and 2 bludgeoning.
All right, you smack it.
I end my turn.
No bonus action?
Let's see, I can't do Hungry Jaws. I have Healing Word as a bonus action, but not much else.
Okay.
So, nope.
Loki.
Okay. There's one right there by me, and I'm going to hit him with my scimitar.
That hits.
And it's still standing, so
It is.
I'm going to hit it with my scimitar.
Yeah. What is with these ones? Giant's
Well,
might is.
just like yeah. Yeah. Crits don't mean shit. That's,
It is still up, but it looks very, very badly wounded.
okay. So, because I still have my bonus action, I can hit it again.
That hits. All right. How do you end this creature?
Well, the first time I hit it, it just kind of started some. I got it on the side of the head and cut a gash that was bleeding down it, and when he reached out to try to attack me, I sliced right through a leg, and as he was howling in pain, with my third stroke, I just went straight down into its skull.
Nice.
Ooh.
I would say you get 2 luck points for that great description. Would you like to move?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, Ash.
Don't want to get closer to anything. So I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on this one.
Okay. It looks like it is in pain.
Um, action. I guess I will. What level of things do I have? I guess I will cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
For 8. Hooray! That's my turn.
All right. And with this one, it gets slashed up by all the radiant guardians that are fluttering around Ashe, and it dies as well. And after its body collapses to the floor and the creature's its shadow just kind of evaporates into the air, the second light on the blood drops lights up.
Oh, okay.
Oh
So
no.
we have to one by one defeat everything, apparently.
Yes, so we should open another case.
What color lights are they?
Red.
So green?
Like red blood drops.
To the person in the spectrum of light, it is red. So whatever you depict that spectrum being, it is that color.
I think we're doing good.
Green lights up.
Yeah. Those green lights I think are good. Green's good.
Green, good.
I want to look in the cabinet.
You look inside of this cabinet and
Yep.
it's just nothing. I'll make you or have you roll an investigation or Arcana.
Okay, sure. I'll do great at Arcana. I don't think I have advantage on that.
No, you have disadvantage. You check it and it just looks like a normal wardrobe. You don't know how 3 of those shadow beasts fit inside.
Managed to fit in there. That's weird.
I mean, they look like cats. Cats can fit in the darndest of places.
Yeah, that's it.
They're more of a liquid than a solid.
What are you talking about?
Cats.
I see.
Those cats that we fought. Those yeah. They fit in the cupboard. There was 3 of them.
Okay, well,
Yeah, this-
we should get on to the other cupboards while my spirit guardians are still up.
Let's do
Well, go ahead and open
it.
one.
Open some cupboards.
You know what? I
9.
think we probably, I don't know if we want to fight an army. That doesn't seem good. And I definitely don't think it's a good idea to fight a hag with a baby. So maybe Screaming Face chains?
Well, look.
That
when
baby's gonna
look at
tear
the
you up.
other
Open
cabinet,
all of them.
I mean, those weren't ghouls that came out of my cabinet, and there was not a clock that came out of your cabinet.
Yeah.
So I don't think that we should make any inference whatsoever as to what might come out.
That's a good
Alright.
point.
Pick one.
All right. Yeah, should we just open all of them?
Not at the same time,
one
no.
at a time.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do hag with baby.
All right.
Okay.
I will investigate for traps.
Okay, roll investigation.
Advantage, but investigate. 10.
You do not see any traps. It looks like an ordinary teak cupboard.
Yeah, all right. I will open the door. A cupboard.
Okay. You open the door, and just as the door opens slightly, it bursts open as two creatures just float into the room here. These look like they're two ghouls or wraiths that have been flayed of their skin, and it looks like their skin's just like flying behind them as if it's like
their skin has been erased.
like not a wraith because it's still there, but it looks like it's like clothing because it's wisping behind them, but it's still hanging on.
We
So that's
got
a
undead.
great image.
How delicious does it look? Their skin.
Well, you'll have to try once you're done with initiative.
Fair point. Rolling initiative again?
Yes.
All
Okay.
right, 15.
Oh my gosh. These rolls. Why is...
15! 15! 13!
Cool.
Oh, and they entered in, so don't they get damage from the spirit guardians?
They do.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's everyone. Okay, so... That's the wrong one. There you go. Is it wisdom or dexterity on spirit guardians?
Wisdom.
Okay. Ash, you are up first.
Sweet. This is the... Yeah, that's the close one. I will hold a dead on this one.
Okay. It suffers damage. It screams in pain. That was a good roll.
And that's my turn. Yeah, if only it would have been damaged this time.
Okay. Loki is up.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna move right over here. I'm flanking, right?
Yes.
same story, man. First blow.
That hits. That also hits.
And my bonus action.
Consistent. You are
Let's just
tearing
put a good
these.
hurt on one of them.
Yeah, you're tearing these creatures up.
Alright, that's it.
Soch.
Well, I would like to. I guess I will. Oh, shots of nah. I'm gonna disengage. I'm just gonna use my turn to disengage. So I'm not between these guys. And we'll move this way.
Is that one of our party members that's standing right in front of the thing? In front of the
Yes.
box? Okay, never mind then.
I will move. Here. And then that's the end of my Soch's turn. And then I'll have Zombie Boy come up. How fast can Zombie Boy move, actually?
Zombie.
Zombie. Hey, babe, go kill those guys for me, okay? 20 feet. Yeah, not super fast, but he can get there.
I believe in him.
I'm gonna move him right here. So he's not in Spirit Guardians, but he is able to hit him. And he gonna attack.
He tech.
Attack. He protect. You void body sometimes. Slam.
18
Does an
hits.
18 hit?
Yes, it
Sweet.
does.
2 bludgeoning. And the target must make a successful DC 13 Constitution saving throw or become diseased. Not that
What?
that matters for this thing.
Disease.
And Soch's gonna laugh and be like, just trying to egg on the rats.
Is that how he laughs?
No, that's just how I laugh. Soch's gonna be like, why do wraiths make the worst spouses? Because they're always trying to suck your life out. Well, maybe I'll workshop that one. End of turn.
Okay, Sheila.
Yeah, Scorching Rays. Level 4. I think this one's already been hurt, so this one hasn't been hurt here.
They've both been hurt.
They've been both been hurt. All right, well, I'm gonna hit this guy that's a little closer to me then with 4 rays. Ugh. God.
You said 4th level, right?
Yeah. I get 3 and then 1 extra for every level above 3rd level or higher.
Oh, you don't have any
Oh.
4th level spells, so this would be 3rd level spell?
This is a 3rd level spell, but I do have some 4th level spells, but they're freebies. Oh, what?
Yeah,
I do
so
have- I
you
do
would
have
be able
that.
to use a spell slot at 4th level because.
Oh, all right. Gee, was that
So yeah.
Okay.
The
But I still
second
get
2
4,
hit.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Second 2 hit. Alrighty, there we go. And add my Oh, I don't get to add the modifier to anything that's not a. Okay.
Eldritch
That was
Blast
that
only.
What did
So
I click? Did I
one-
click the 16? Yeah, I clicked the 16. Now I'll click it. Okay.
Okay. It gets scorched as well as Soch's zombie gets hit for 11 fire damage.
No.
As
Oh, sorry,
Sheila
Soch.
missed.
I did miss one.
You're dangerous.
It's Bailey all over again.
She doesn't have an exploding cannon.
Maybe I should give her one. Anything else? You want to move, Sheila?
I do not want to move. I'm good.
Okay. Sarah will shoot at the one next to Loki twice. Eldritch Blast. The first one hits for 11 force. But she won't push it back.
Richie.
And this one gets struck by a bunch of spiritual guardians, taking quite a bit of damage. But it's still up, and it will force Loki to make a wisdom saving throw. As in your head, Loki, you hear the sounds of screaming agony fill. So wisdom save, Loki.
Loki.
Though you hear the screams, you are able to push back against it, saving yourself some pain, but you still take 7 psychic damage. And it will move to here and attack Ashe. But it's really bad on rolls, so it hits your shield twice. Next one will take hits from the spiritual guardians as well, and look towards the zombie. I want the zombie to make a wisdom saving throw.
Make a what?
Wisdom save.
What kind of damage is it? Is it gonna be? It's a 1, apparently. Wait.
Yeah, because -2.
Oh, -2. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
Oh my god, he's got a 6 in wisdom? Jesus Christ.
You take 10 psychic damage.
No, yeah, that gets him. He has no immunities to that. Oh dear.
And what is the AC of the zombie?
9.
Okay, well, it slashes at the zombie, but it just, like, with the pain of this racking its head, it sways, and the wraith will miss both times.
Wraith will what?
Miss.
Oh, good.
Okay. Did the zombie take the 10 damage?
Yeah, he's at 1.
Oh, okay. Ashe.
I gotta stop forgetting that my plus it strikes applies to my cantrips. I have a feeling this will do more damage, so I'm gonna toll the dead on it again. The one that's next to me. And then if it hits, I get to add a d8 to that.
It succeeds.
So 14 total.
It succeeds on the save.
Oh, sorry. That makes sense. I was like, succeeds means I succeeded, right? Okay. Hang on. This is the bonus action, right? Oh, but that's... never mind. Just kidding. I don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. We don't do those things here.
Bad
That's my
ideas.
turn.
Okay. I think we do plenty of bad ideas in this
We,
place.
we do so many. That's
Okay,
all we
but
do.
we need to stop repeatedly doing the same bad idea.
I don't know.
Well, we
okay.
did just leave Cthulhu in a room that is trapped. That hasn't
How
gone.
many times have I tried to teleport and or whatever else?
Oh yeah,
already.
there's that too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I almost just tried to face stuff again. So we're not gonna do that. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Loki.
Okay. Well, I got one right in front of me, so I think I'm gonna walk up to it, and it's got its back turned to me right now, so I'm just gonna smack it in the middle of the back.
Okay, how do you end it?
Like I said, I smack it in the middle of the back, and it just, oh, to my surprise, I kind of went like halfway through him, and the wisps, a bunch of those wisps of skin went flying off, and whatever was left just kind of crumpled to the ground as nothingness. I don't know what happens when you kill one of these.
Well, yeah, that sounds about right. Where you end it, and the flaps of skin will just like plop onto the ground in kind of a disgusting sound.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
meat hitting
it
the
was
ground.
That. Disgusting. Well, that was just one. So I can move over here, and oh, he's got its back to me too. Hey, how about that? Hey, wake up, sucker!
Yeah,
I think that woke him up.
Jeez, what is with these crits? And these ones? Can you roll above a 1 with your giant's might? Is that
No.
possible? My
No,
gosh.
it's just one. Okay, so that hurt him, right?
Yes.
And oh, you know, I still have my bonus action, so
Yeah, it hits. And how do you end this one?
well, after I came up and whacked him in the back really hard, he turned around and I just went with a thrust straight in the center of it, and it just kind of started dissolving.
Gross. Okay. They both fall to the ground dead. And once the last little bit of meat plops on the ground, the third of 5 lights light up.
I think the giant's might be coded wrong, Alex.
It says it
The
rolls
other one-
d8.
Right, but it has a plus there, and the other ones don't do the plus like that in the other formulas. And so I'm wondering if it sees the plus and it goes, well, I can't
Oh.
parse that, so it's 1.
Oh yeah, it's
You
rolling
have-
plus. Yeah, that's why.
What?
I think it's not actually.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of that. Yep. Now I fixed it.
Yep.
So it interpreted your plus 1d8 because you put the plus in the damage, so it was a +1.
I
then
didn't do anything.
It didn't register the d8. Whoever put that in, I don't know if it was me or someone or the machine, but there you go.
It's Elon.
Oh, okay.
You can roll
Elon?
better than once
That's
now.
not what you said. It's Elon.
I was
Okay.
like, that's way too many ones to be.
Yeah,
Coincidental.
every time.
Yeah. Well, but the other thing is that when you hover over it, it doesn't make the 1 red. Like it does
Right.
when you roll a 1.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, we solved a thing. Not the correct puzzle, but it's a puzzle.
Inspiration
Right?
to Amanda?
I
Wait, does
roll.
that mean I can use that in real life?
I have no control over when you use it. Okay, so do you want to keep this up and open the other 2, or do you want to end it there?
Is that a threat? You want to keep this up?
How long
I'll
can
try
you
to
keep
keep
going?
our-
Honestly, we want
Turn
to
this
open
puzzle
the other
around.
2 before my spirit
guardians
guardians go away. But
I think he was asking about tonight.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
I'm-
There's no reason why we can't pause in the middle of, you know,
Terrifying.
just make a note of how much time is on my
You,
giant smite and on her spirit guardians.
it's been 6 rounds so far. So you have 4 more rounds of your giant smite.
So, there we go.
So yeah, just start the next round. We'll open another cupboard and go at it. Do you want to do Screaming Face or 2 armies?
I'd go with the screaming face, but I don't think it'll matter. I mean, we're gonna open them both eventually, right? So
Yeah,
How about you open one now so we can end on a cliffhanger?
sure. Soch will
okay.
open Screaming Face.
Okay, so you open it up, and you know the drill. Before you even get to open it too far, it bursts open, and this actually I want Soch to make a dexterity saving throw as a large wraith-like creature bursts out and shoves at Soch.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that. 14.
Okay. I will roll contested. Nope, it failed. So you don't get pushed back. It moves to here then.
Well, as it comes out, I'm just gonna say, a wraith and a human walk into a bar. Ouch, they both say. Ow. With my new stuff.
And on that great, perfect joke, we will end tonight.